Hello and welcome to my hometown of Ghent in Belgium. We're going to have a look at Tram 4. Why Tram 4 in particular? Well, it has the longest line in Ghent at 13 kilometres, and apart from going through the historic centre, it also takes in some of the more interesting areas of Ghent that tourists don't really know about. So let's go and take a look. Well, I would normally start my journey here in Moscow. Yeah, it's not Moscow, Russia, but Moscow in Ghent. But at the moment the line is being repaired and the tram departs further up the line. But anyway, Moscow, why is it called Moscow? Well, it's called Moscow because about 200 years ago the Russian Cossacks were here to try and liberate the place from Napoleon. And they sort of stayed around this area, and the name Moscow stuck, and it's still called Moscow today. And Moscow is an area in Ghent-Brugge, which is an area just outside of Ghent, and it's where this tram normally would depart on a good day. It does seem rather surreal wandering around a tram stop that would normally have people waiting for trams. So we're going to go further up the line and see what's going on. Well, there's some major work going on here at the moment, although there's nobody working here today by the looks of it. I wonder how long that's going to go on for. Well, we're back on the track again. This is Ledeberg, and this is Ledeberg Plain. And up a Sunday, it's normally a market here, but today it's more of a sort of a car park. Well, behind me you see the War Memorial on the Ledeberg Plain. Well, across the road there is the Ledeberg Town Hall. So who is from Ledeberg? Well, the Belgian astronaut Frank Winner, I think that's his name, Frank Winner, someone will correct me. He is from Ledeberg. Right, let's go and get our tram and carry on to the next stop. Well, the astronaut's name is actually Frank de Winner, so nearly got it right. Anyway, we're taking the tram now and moving further along the line to Ghent South. Our next stop is the King Albert Park, or South Park as it's called also. It was laid in 1928 after the old South railway station in Ghent was demolished. And that's the statue of King Albert. In the 19th century, Ghent had a zoo in this area, and when it closed down in 1905, the elephant was apparently sent to neighbouring Holland, where a butcher turned it into sausages. You can make your own mind up about that one. Here we are at the War Memorial and the King Albert Park.
there are several memorials to the First War in Ghent, and every 11 November wreaths are laid at them. This is the site of the old Ghent South railway station. It was demolished in the 1920s when Ghent St Peters took over as Ghent's main station. The city's old administration building is being demolished, but it looks as if they're still keeping the old facade. Well, this is the old city library, and when it closed down a few years ago, they transferred all the books by hand using a long line of people up to the new library, which is about 50 metres away along the road. Over the road there is the Capitol. That was built in 1932 as a cinema, and when it was built it was one of the biggest cinemas in Belgium. Lauren Hardy came here and made an appearance then. It was closed down in 1986 and reopened in 2001 after a lot of renovation work, and is now a theatre and a concert hall. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next stop on Tram 4. If you've liked the video, then please hit like and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you at the next halt.